Hello, my dear children. Very good morning to everyone. Come to today's class. Today we are going to learn chapter 13 Verbs and Auxiliary Verbs. First, let us see what is verbs. The definition for verb is a word used to describe an action, state of occurrence, and forming the main part of a predicate of a sentence. That is what a verb. The verb is used to describe an action, state of occurrence, and forming the main part of the predicate of a sentence. A verb may tell us what a person or thing does. For example, Ali laughs. What the person is doing? Laughing. The clock strikes. What the clock is doing? Strikes. Maria works hard. So what that verb tells? The verb tells what a person or thing does. What is done to a person or thing? That also we have to express through verb. Sarah was scolded. The window is broken. So, what is done to a person? That we are expressing through verbs. What a person or thing is. This is a state of being. What is the person or thing is? The cat is dead. Class is brittle. I feel sorry. She is late in the class. Verb state in which a person or thing is. For example, Amanda knows how to score a goal. Here knows is a verb. Knows is a action. What the person is knowing. What the person, the subject is knowing. That also verb. Now let us see the helping verb. The helping verbs we can call it auxiliary verb also. The main verb will do the action. The main verbs in the most important word. What the subject is doing. What action the subject is doing. That is a verb. Helping verb comes before the main verb. We use the helping verb, the auxiliary verb before the main verb. Now let us see the functions of helping verbs. Used to tell tense. What kind of tense? Whether it is a present tense or past tense or future tense. Can be used in a negation or a interrogation to ask the questions. Used in a short answers to give a short answers. Yes, no answers also can be. Used to form a question tags. We use auxiliary verb to form a question tags. There are three kinds of auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries, modal auxiliaries and semi-modal auxiliaries. Now let us see the primary auxiliaries. What are the verb? Be, is, am, are, being, been, was, were, have, has, had, do, does, did. These are called primary auxiliaries. Then modal auxiliaries means would, will, can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, ought. These are modal auxiliaries. Then semi-modal auxiliaries. Need, used, dare. These are semi-modal auxiliaries. Then we can use should and shall. When we can use the future tense, I shall go to Shillong next year. Shall we can use for a future tense. Here shall is a helping verb. Should also express a suggestion or advice. Shall we go to play football now? This is we are expressing our suggestion or advice. Express duty or obligation. We should not travel without a ticket. It is expressing our duty or the rule. Used when seeking advice. What should I do now? So we can use that should and shall for the future tense or advice or obligation or for when we seek advice also. Then will and would to express future tense. He will like your idea. Will we are using. Will is a future tense as we all know. To express with wish and determination. Given a chance, I would certainly go to the Himalayas. Here we used the auxiliary verb of would. I will like to go on a ski race. Here will is a auxiliary verb. To express an invitation also we can use will. Will you join us for lunch? Used would with please. If you are pleasing, would you join? For a kind word, for a humble request we use would. Otherwise we can use will. Can and could express ability, capability and capacity. He can lift this log with ease. So can we can use for a ability, I can do it, capability, you can do it, or capacity. Make a request. Can you help me with this sum? Could I borrow your vehicle for a day? This is a could be used for a polite word. Could and would and all polite word. Express permission. You can go out to play. Expressing a permission. Express past ability. I could write neatly when I was young. Then may and might. To seek, give permission. To seek permission and also to give a permission we can use may. May help you with your bag. You may go out to play now. To express a curse or wish. May you suffer bitterly for every mean act you do. May God bless you. To express strong possibility. It may rain this afternoon. It is a possibility. So for these things we use may and might. Now you see must. To express duty or obligation we use must. We must do as our teacher tells us to do. We must look after our parents in their old age. To express compulsion or necessity, you must be punctual in all matters. You must hurry, otherwise you will miss the bus. For these cases, we use must. Then for permission, if you are seeking for permission, we can use can, may, could. Ability, we can use can or could. Possibility, we can use may, might, could. Make a request. If we are requesting someone, we can use can, could, would. These are polite words. Make offers. Can, shall, will. Give or seek advice. You can use should. Probability. Should, will, must. Obligation. Should, must, ought to. Necessity. Must, have to, need to. Habit. Used to, would. So these are helping verbs. For these are the reason we use. So once again you go through the video, you will understand more. Thank you. Have a nice day.